It's just no fun when you're alone. But no matter what we're going through, together we can find our way home. So come on and sleep over, and everything will be just fine. You and I can wait until the sun. So come on and sleep over, together we can dream in time. And nothing's gonna stop us having fun. So come on and sleep over.
Ever notice how sometimes things aren't quite the way they seem? This hairpiece looks seriously me in the shop. I bring it home and it's all wrong. I'm all out for trying new things, but sometimes you gotta know what you can handle and what you're not quite ready for. After what happened to me, I'm an expert.
Come on, Kenny. Now focus, people. When are we going to do our Trojan horse assignment?
It's due in on Monday.
We do it Saturday.
Sounds good to me.
No way, that's the day of the
Riding competition. How could we forget?
Thanks, Mr. S.
You're welcome.
I've been banging on about it all week.
They've put me up a grade, and I'm really freaking out about it. You'll be brilliant, Linz. You've been practicing for weeks. I just don't know if I'm ready. I mean, I'll be up against Penny Scott, and you know
Did you say Penny Scott?
You'll be fine, Linz. Anyway, this group assignment is 30% of our year's grade, so it's really important we do a good job.
We could make a start and Linz could come along and add her bit in later.
After the riding comp.
Did you say Penny Scott?
Earth to Felicity. Satellites frozen, communications scrambled.
Penny was Ryan's sister. If she was competing, her gorgeous brother could be there too. Linz, you'll need my support on Saturday. I'll be there to help you out.
You will?
I know how important this is to you.
Fliss, you do realize there's mud and hay and horse manure at the stables.
All for a good cause.
So what do we know about the Trojan horse?
Not much. It was a big wooden horse filled with soldiers who planned a surprise attack on Troy.
Why did they need so many soldiers for just one man?
Troy was a city, not a person, Kenny.
I knew that.
I'd love to. Anytime. He's so adorable.
I don't like the sound of this.
Oh, the little kids love me. I'm a natural.
Natural what?
Natural disaster.
Sorry, when was that? Tomorrow.
Hold the bus.
Love to.
No.
Fine. See you then. Relax, girls. Mrs. C's working with Mum this weekend, and her babysitter just called in sick.
What about our Trojan horse?
I think it just hit a hurdle.
I promised I'd help groom the horses before the comp. It would be great if you could give me a hand.
No problem. This is going to be messy, you do realise. Don't worry about it. Are you sure you don't mind? Would I be wearing these shoes if there was a problem? They're last season's, so who cares about them? Right. Well, in that case, welcome to the world of horses. Why, thank you, I think. I owe you for this. You're not the biggest horse fan in the world, so thanks. It's cool. You never know, it might even be quite interesting. Seems like a popular place. Everyone's here.
It's a big competition. Lots of hot riders. We'll be up against it, won't we, Hetty?
Nervous? A bit. Don't worry about it. The blue ribbon will go great with that shirt. Grab a brush. Start anywhere. Oh, hello, girl. Fully gorgeous fringe. Well, she has.
this. The horse is this way.
What did I tell you? Little Peter is in good hands. Frankie loves playing big sister.
I wish.
Now could be your big chance. See if you're up for the job.
No problem. And then can I have a baby brother or sister?
I'm only joking, Frankie.
I'm not.
How about my sister? Sell you Molly then? Here we have a prize mule, affectionately known as Molly the Monster. 16 years of age, stubborn, annoying, plenty of attitude. If anyone's in the market for a sister with grunt, this one's for you.
Well, we'll see what kind of a scorecard Peter gives you when we get back,
Bye, baby. Bye, baby. Look, he likes me already. You little baby Elmo, you're so cute.
Call me old-fashioned, but I was hoping to pass history this year.
Perhaps we should change topics. Forget the Battle of Troy. What about motherhood in the Middle Ages?
Come on, guys. This is a chance to try something new. Anyway, this little cutie pie isn't gonna get in the way.
What did you just call him?
Look, we feed him, we put him down, we rewrite ancient history.
Sounds so simple.
If there's a problem with the baby, I'll handle it. Trust me, I'm good.
She's an expert with babies.
Frankie was so confident about something she knew very little about. Meanwhile, I was feeling confident that if I didn't catch sight of Ryan Scott soon, I'd die of boredom. I think I need a brush.
What's wrong with that one?
Too small. Here's a big one. Not that big. I'll be back in a minute.
Well, at least she's trying. What's that smell?
Yeah, laugh tub.
Under the circumstances, Linz had dealt with the fact that the M&Ms would be earning money at the riding comp pretty well.
No way!
Knew you'd be pleased for us.
Fancy meeting you here.
Yeah, well, paintball doesn't come cheap, you know.
So, what's your excuse?
I'm in the jumps team.
So we do the slave stuff while a girl gets the limelight.
That sucks.
Everyone knows girls can't ride.
Then everyone's almost as thick as you.
Well, they can't.
You tell her, my man.
They just kind of prance around and worry about their hair.
Oh, I chipped a nail.
Well, I'm a girl, and I can ride better than all three of you added together.
Big deal.
You could never get the hang of it.
I was a better rider than you, and I still am.
You are so absolutely full of it, Michael Collins.
One horse nut in the family's bad enough. Come on, guys.
I was thinking we could start looking through this one. It's got good illustrations, and it describes some of the sort. Are you listening to a word I'm saying?
I think he just smiled at me.
Or more like he just burped at you.
Look, we'll do the assignment after I've given him some yummy, squammy lunch.
He's actually going to eat that goo?
Of course. Then he'll have a nap. All kids sleep after lunch.
Are you sure about that?
Okay, you run the crèche, we'll start reading up. I suppose you think that's funny.
No, what's wrong?
The M&Ms. Moron, Muppet, and Munchkin.
Yuck, exactly. Did you find the brush?
No sign of him. It.
Him?
It. The brush. Thingy.
What are we talking about here? Don't tell me. This brush has blonde hair, brown eyes, and happens to be called Ryan Scott?
No way. Or at least partly.
I should have known.
What? It's not like I'm going to marry him. I just wanted to know if he was here, that's all. So helping me was a scam. Linz, scary competition staring me in the face. I'll give you a hand to get ready, Linz. What phony, you only here to see Ryan. That's totally not fair. Really? You're still wigged out about the M&Ms, that's all. Go find Ryan, Fliss. You and horses, I should have known better. I can handle horses. I did pony club. Yeah, when you were 5 and Mummy was holding the reins. Oh. For her information, I did a whole year at pony club. I can handle the horses just as well as any of them.
Someone give me a hand here? You're doing fine.
It's heavy. Hang in there. Only a couple more to go after that one.
Remind me, why are we doing this? Just think cash.
Think paintball.
I think I'd rather be where she is. What happened to girls can't ride?
Keep working. It doesn't look like she'll be chipping a nail anytime soon.
What's the big deal?
She's just showing off.
It's neat.
That stuff is so easy. If she had to do any real riding, she'd lose it.
Are you saying you could do that then?
In my sleep.
In your dreams, more like it, Michael.
Oh, I'm a better rider than she is any day.
Any day.
How about today?
It probably tastes horrible. He was eating it before. Maybe he's not hungry anymore. Look, leave this to me. I'll handle it. I wish you would. What? I can't think straight. Do you think you can fix this any quicker? You're running the creche, remember? Frankie was beginning to realise she was seriously out of her depth. Meanwhile, Sapphire and I were getting on like a house on fire. What are you doing? Grooming her. What does it look like I'm doing? But that horse has to compete tonight. They'll never get all that junk off her in time. Junk? This is high fashion, Linz. Fliss. What? She's bound to jump better now she's colour coordinated. Fliss, you're my friend forever, but you're truly, truly useless. Thanks. Look, just forget about it. Nice try, but forget it, okay? You may as well just go home. I was here to help, and I'm going to help. Fine. I need to take my horse back to the stable. I'll do it, or don't you think I can? All yours. I'll go get us a drink.
What is with that baby?
It was your idea to bring him here.
That's because I couldn't stand to be inside with him any longer.
Maybe it's his nappy.
I doubt it.
Go and check if it's clean.
Me?
You're the expert, remember?
We're a team. Club sisters, friends forever, all for one.
Absolutely. Rosie, go help Frankie check his nappy.
All right, but only to stop it from crying.
The baby!
Quick, Frankie!
I suppose you think that's funny?
Fliss, here's your drink. I got your favourite.
She'll look normal and horsey again in no time.
You put a heap of work into it.
The fringe was all wrong.
The braiding was cool.
She liked it?
I never would have thought of doing it that way.
Uh-huh. And what does that mean?
It means I'm freaking out about the comp, okay?
I would too.
You can get started on Hetty next if you like. Just stay away from the glitter, okay?
Consider it done.
Let's go.
She was here! She was right be here? How did she get loose? I don't know. Oh, this can't be happening.
You didn't tie her up properly.
I did. I swear I did. Look, don't panic. She can't have gone far.
As it happened, we didn't have to look too far to find Hetty.
Would you excuse me for a moment? I just have to strangle my brother. He's all right. Yeah. He's pretty good.
Now that's what you call a rising trot.
That's not a rising trot. That's a sack of potatoes. Get off my horse.
As if you know.
As if you would.
I've seen your trot and it's lousy.
It's only twice as good as yours.
Oh. You wish.
In fact, anything you can do on a horse, I can do better. And you know it, so get off.
Like what? Get saddle rash?
Put it this way. I'm in the competition team. You shovel dung for money. Say no more.
You get all the ribbons, but I can take you on any day.
Loser.
Once round the cross country then.
Yeah. What do you say, leftover girl?
Give me back my horse and you're on.
Yeah.
He'll be sorry you challenged me.
But do you believe me now? I did tie Hetty up properly.
And I'll make him pay for the both of us. Don't you worry about that.
That would be a start.
Oh, just the start. After that, he's going to eat my dust.
Linz was now in mega competition mode. Kind, compassionate Linz has turned into some kind of scary, avenging angel.
That's a bit cruel, isn't it? Making her do all the riding? Be sure to tell her which end of the horse points forward. Mind you don't chip a nail, Felicity.
I was not going to stand by and let the Collins family make fun of Bliss Sidebottom. I'd show them.
Riders ready?
Ready. I'll be waiting for you at the finishing line, loser.
Yeah, well, don't cry when I beat you.
Set. Go!
Oh, Houston, we have a smelly problem.
Should have let him roll away.
Kenny!
Oh dear, that's what I was afraid of.
Guess what, team? I just quit.
Take me with you.
Work with me here, girls.
Oh, no.
I only came here to do a history assignment.
Likewise.
You're the hotshot baby expert.
I'm natural with babies.
Okay, I admit it. Babysitting is hard work. Help!
Is that a cry for help, I hear?
By Jove, I do believe it is. Who would have thought?
This was a big deal. Frankie never, ever admits to being wrong or needing help. I, on the other hand, am not so reserved.
Is that Bliss?
Is this some clever diversion you've dreamed up to get out of losing?
Get real, you idiot!
Then what is she doing?
How should I? Help me! Oh no. She's proving she's as good with horses as anyone else. Bliss, get off! Help! Don't grab with your leg! Pull on the rein!
Holy smoke!
Come on, Hetty.
She's gonna hit him.
Look out! Look her
That was close.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
Thank you. Sorry.
Nappy sack.
Nappy sack.
Rubbish bin.
Rubbish bin.
Did it.
Listen to how quiet it is.
I know. Isn't it beautiful? Look, he's finally asleep.
Oh no! Shh. Mum will be home any minute. We've got to get back and clean the house. Grab the gear, people. We're out of here.
Yep, the house was trashed. Even Frankie could see that this may not be the most convincing argument for a baby sister. Let me see. So far, I nearly killed myself, almost flattened Ryan, and made my best friend do something seriously dangerous to save my neck. Good one, Felicity.
I'm a complete idiot. I'm so sorry. Pony Club really was a long time ago.
It probably wasn't your cleverest move. You could have really hurt yourself.
Thanks for saving me.
My pleasure.
I owe you big time.
And Hetty, she did all the work.
Thanks, Hetty. You're a star.
Oh, and I realized something. It actually wasn't your fault Hetty wasn't tied up.
Hooray! An apology.
I guess it freaks me that you're more interested in Ryan than in helping me.
Ryan? Ryan? Do I know someone by that name?
You ought to. You got that far from flattening him.
Oh, him. Do you think he noticed?
I'd love to babysit again next weekend, Mr. C. No problem at all.
See you.
What?
Wow. Linz, you're a total hero.
Not likely.
You should have seen her.
Awesome, Linz. I only did what anyone would have done.
Leaping a huge fence and grabbing Fliss's reins in midair? I'd say that's hero material.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't quite like that.
And after all that excitement, she still managed to win the tournament. To Linz, champion horsewoman.
And to Frankie, champion babysitter.
Cheers!
Where did you get to with our history assignment?
Where did we get to with that, Frankie?
We may have got a bit distracted.
We?
Oh, but it's definitely on the agenda for tomorrow. And this time, we're all sticking to the job. Oh, watch it! I'm a hero, remember?
Oi, I'm not dressed for a battle yet.
Sometimes you need to try stuff out to realize there is no way in the world you'll ever do it again. And if you can try that stuff out without endangering your best friend's life or ending up with baby goo everywhere, that's even better.
Hanging around is just no fun when you're alone. But no matter what we're going through, together we can find our way home. So come on and sleep over, and everything will be just fine. You and I can wait until the sun. So come on and sleep over, together we can dream in time. And nothing's gonna stop us having fun. So come on and sleep over.
Why am I doing this? Don't even ask. Family, right? Most of the time they so don't get what's going on. That's why friends are so cool. They understand you. But life can get kind of complicated when you have to choose between your friends and your family.
Yeah, well, it's not funny. Yes, it was. Playing a trick on an M&M is always funny. That M&M is also my brother.
It started with Tom's birthday party.
Can't wait till Nana arrives.
Yeah, it'll be good. But she always treats me like I'm still about 6.
Poor little Mikeykins.
It's not funny. She doesn't call you Lindsay-kins, does she?
That's because I'm so much more mature than you.
You are not.
Michael, another note from Mrs. Poole. What are these distracting noises you've been making in class?
It was all a bit of a misunderstanding, Dad.
Well, I don't want any misunderstandings happening at Tom's birthday, all right, son? Try and act your age this year.
Yes, Dad. Don't know why he's giving me such a hard time about Tom's birthday.
Have you forgotten what happened last year?
But that technically wasn't my fault.
That's not fair. She got more icing than me.
I want a bigger piece, Dad. I want a cherry, too.
Put the cake down now, Michael.
Good one, Michael.
Thanks, Michael.
If you stop acting like a kid, people might stop treating you like one.
Okay. So at Tom's party?
No dumb M&M pranks would be a good start.
Right.
And no bugging my friends.
Fair enough.
Wow. You're really taking this seriously.
It's family.
That's the thing about families. Sometimes they can bring out the best in people, and other times, it's hard to know what's going on. My gran had just turned 70. She's old, but she's pretty cool. Hey, Gran, how's your birthday? Were you out partying all night?
Unfortunately, no. I sit around and listen to old people talk about their hip replacement.
Did you get some awesome presents?
I'll add them to my fluffy slipper collection.
Gran, it's a present from me friend.
I know, but my friends are so old.
Hello? You've just had your 70th birthday.
My parents didn't name me Chunghua, spring flower, for nothing. I feel as young as the day I won the Yangtze District Prize for athletics.
That was a long time ago, Gran. Anyway, I'm on my way out.
Where?
A party. Lindsay's older brother Tom's turning 16. Should be great. It's at the beach.
Oh, perhaps I could come too.
No offense, Gran, but it's not really your scene. Haven't you got Tai Chi today?
It's cancelled. Miss Smith trapped her foot in another window doing that crane position.
You pensioners are a rowdy lot. Hey, Cassie. Linda's Nana had arrived on a holiday from England for Tom's birthday.
Imagine Tommy, 16 and so grown up.
Get over here.
And I can't believe you, little Mikeykins. You haven't changed a bit.
Yes, I have, Nana.
My little tiny Mikeykins.
Isn't he so cute, Timothy? Can you pour us a drink?
You're still my favourite little 10-year-old grandson.
I'm 12, Nana. Same as Lynn's, remember?
All right, everyone, present time.
Awesome.
Maybe when you're a big boy, you'll be able to have a surfboard all of your own.
Guess what? You're promoted. Head chef and sausage burner. Can you handle it?
Sure.
Pretty good present.
Now I can show everyone what he's really made of.
Penny, isn't that your gran?
My Gran.
Hope you don't mind me coming.
Oh, we're delighted to have you here. We've heard so much about you from Lynn's.
You're a real favourite with the girls.
Wait, do you want a drink?
It's not too late for you to be out, is it, dear?
Don't you worry, I'm not like the old folk. I'm a real party animal.
I understand you practice Tai Chi, Mrs. Tan.
Gee, it's sausage.
Did you learn from a Chinese master?
No, from Mrs. Connolly. Down at the community center.
Well, I'd just love it if you could show me some basic moves.
I'm not a teacher, but
Gran? Doing Tai Chi in front of all my friends? I don't think so. Come on, Gran. Let's go get a drink.
How about I take care of your gran? We old folk must stick together.
Here, Frankie. This looks like fun. Can we play? Hey, Manny, quick, play!
Give it back.
Make me. Nah.
That's an offer I can't refuse.
Get it, Frankie. Michael, get it! Get it, Rosie! Michael! Go, chef boy! Get the crispy! Yes! Ta-da! How come you didn't catch it?
Couldn't leave these steaks. They're almost ready for stage 4.
Stage 4?
I start over here, right? That's the raw stuff. Stage 1. First time I turn them, they go here. Stage 2. Second turn, stage 3. Then stage 4, over here, cooked and ready to eat.
Wow. That is so fascinating.
I know. Well, can't stay talking.
There are times when there's no stopping Rosie. She just has to play a practical joke. If we'd known, we'd have tried to stop her. You don't mess with family parties, right?
Young people's parties can be so exhausting. Perhaps I should call you a taxi to take you home.
No. But please, if you're tired.
Oh, I could go on all night. My friends can't keep up with me. Barbara, they say. What is your secret?
You eat lots of those sugary cakes?
Not at all. I do my best to keep fit. Tennis, golf twice a week. Mind you, I shall be jolly pleased if I'm still at it at your age. Now, let me get you another cup of tea, dear.
Barbecue's ready, Dad.
Queue up, everyone!
Come on, Rosie. We're seeing who can get the best catch. Forget the frisbee. Watch this.
All the stuff at this end is placed by type and ordered by readiness, like prawns, sausages.
What a clever young man.
According to my calculations, everything should be cooked to perfection just about now.
Well done, Mike. Oh, what a shame. What a mess.
Good one.
Great system, Mike. It's almost as good as my sock drawer.
He's done his best. It's too big a job for him. He's only 10.
I'm 12.
Did you see his face?
I'm glad you find it funny because nobody else does.
Linz, it was a joke.
Yeah, well, it's not funny.
Yes, it was. Playing a trick on an M&M is always funny.
That M&M is also my brother. Doing the barbecue today really mattered to Michael.
What's the big deal about cooking sausages?
He had something to prove.
Fine. That doesn't mean he has to have a humour bypass.
Things got even worse once the M&Ms joined in.
Don't you know barbecues are sacred?
Yeah, it's like going back to primitive man in the cave.
I rest my case.
Are you calling my brother a caveman?
Your
No,
granddaughter's
I'm not.
friends have
What are you trying to say?
an interesting
Liz,
sense of
relax.
humour.
It was a joke.
About as
What a
interesting as your
Cavemen are
grandson's
cool anyway.
cooking.
Come on.
Doing that to Michael wasn't playing fair. Since when did the M&Ms play fair?
Who said we had to?
You wouldn't even know how to.
I never said he was a caveman.
You said he lived in a cave.
Well, I have seen his bedroom.
We could have kept going all night, but when Lindsay's parents came over to tell us we were ruining Tom's party, it made us realise we'd forgotten something important.
They're right. Wait a minute. Where's Tom?
We need to find Tom.
Why did you leave the party? They're missing you back there.
I wanted a bit of space. Try out the new board.
Looks like fun.
You should try it.
Don't you think I'm too old?
You're only as old as you feel.
Most of the people think I'm too old for anything but mahjong. They look at me like a woman, but inside, I'm still young. If I could just show them I'm not a feeble old woman.
We hadn't been able to find Tom, and the party had pretty much stopped after our yelling match. But on my way home...
Like this?
Slow down. Just step back.
Gran! What are you doing?
Tom is teaching me some hot surfing moves.
She's a first-rate grommet.
She's a gran, not a grommet.
What's a grommet?
A beginner surfer.
Oh. Once I have mastered this, I think I'm gonna take up windsurfing as well.
It seemed that our families were beginning to totally lose the plot. By the next day, we were sure the whole thing would have blown over.
We've got to apologise to Michael.
What for? He's blaming me for what you did.
Oh, tell him to get over it.
He won't talk to me until you say sorry.
Hey, then I'm doing you a favour.
I don't believe you could be this insensitive.
Insensitive? The barbecue thing was a joke. You guys saw the look on his face. It was funny.
Trouble is, Linz didn't seem to think so. Maybe you should just say you're sorry.
You can't be serious.
Cross your fingers behind your back if you want to.
Cross your eyes.
No way.
Come on, Rosie, like you said, it's no big deal.
I'm sorry, but I didn't think apologising to an M&M was part of the SOC rulebook.
This isn't serious, is it?
No way. It's just a disagreement. By tonight's sleepover, it'll all be totally over. Leave it to me. I know just what they need. Now just lie back here and relax. And don't let any silly boy ruin tonight's sleepover. After all, that would be letting them win, wouldn't it?
Linz, I know what I did wasn't the nicest thing.
So you'll apologize to Michael?
If that's what it's going to take, then I guess I'll have to.
So you're sorry for what you did?
Yes, I'm sorry.
As my mum always says, there's not a problem in the world that can't be healed by a good facial.
Good job.
I can't believe this! You knew what he was doing! You're on his side.
Great payback.
Oh, I'm out of here.
Good.
Fine! Guys!
Here we are, girls. Where's Linz and Rosie today?
Probably wrestling each other.
Don't worry, they both agreed to come tonight.
So they're over it.
Not exactly, but neither of them want to miss a sleepover.
The team that plays together stays together.
SOCs, this is going to be the best sleepover yet. I found this fab quiz and Mum promised Mexican takeaway.
Mr. S, can I have a chocolate spread sandwich? Yeah, with extra cucumber.
I thought you said they were talking to each other.
Well, they were. Sort of.
Hey there, Granny, won't you grab a board? We're gonna hit the waves with Ethel and Mark.
Gran! Be careful!
I'm fine. I'm practicing hanging ten.
Gran, you can't surf.
Of course not here. It's a good board, a good swell, and an offshore breeze.
The surf at the pipeline is really pumping. Big wave surfers only today, folks. And look at this. It's Chunwa, newcomer to the circuit, taking off on the gnarliest wave of the day. Oh, that's one bad wipeout, folks.
I mean, you're too old.
I didn't put your father through the medical school for nothing. Tonight he's gonna give me a medical, and it will prove that I'm not too old to surf.
Hey, can I borrow your Walkman?
Sure. It's over there.
What's wrong?
Going to a sleepover. Rosie will be there.
You two still aren't talking.
What she did to you at Tom's party was...
I'm over at Linz. You should be too.
Frankie, this doesn't look like a Mexican sleepover.
Think of it more like a United Nations conference.
Exactly, because before the sleepover, we're going to try out some conflict resolution. Now, conflict resolution is all about listening to each other. So we need to use an object that's neutral. Like Dumpy. Whoever's holding Dumpy has the right to speak.
I can just see a little grey elephant solving the problems of the United Nations.
Hey, Juliet!
Rosie, you're first.
How come she gets to go first when it's all her fault?
Linz, let her speak.
If you want to be so childish, you go first. You're calling me childish? Who pulled the stupid barbecue stunt in the first place? Conflict was definitely winning over resolution, so I thought I'd try and relieve the tension. I know. How about a game of soccer?
Hey! Be nice to the elephant, okay? Now, neither of you will let go of this Michael incident. But it's over. It's in the past. Let's leave it there.
It so isn't about Michael.
That's right. This is about her being insensitive to me.
And her being insensitive to me.
I'm leaving.
Well, I'm leaving first.
No one had ever walked out before. Was this going to end up being our last sleepover? There was no way the sleepover club was dead and buried. It just needed one of us to come up with a peace plan. I find a bit of exercise helps the thinking process. And running is the best thinking exercise of all. Usually.
Huh? Gran! Now what?
I'm training.
For what?
Your father said I'm too old for surfing. He said one fall, I'll break every bone in my body. Snap!
So what are you doing here?
If I can't hit the waves, I thought the next best thing is to run the marathon.
Well, this is one for the history books. It's now 5 hours since the last competitor crossed the finishing line in this year's marathon, but there is still one runner left to complete the race. And I believe she's about to arrive. It's Chunwa. She's made it to the arena and now has just 400 meters to go. I'm off for a burger. I think we've got time.
The marathon is not for old people, Gran. You'll eat up all your body fat in 1 kilometer.
Race you?
No way!
Scare you loose?
As if I didn't have enough on my mind. What was she going to try next?
Punchy! I'm fine, just must strain.
Seriously, Gran, you've got to stop this.
Are you cross at me?
It's not you. I'm upset about my friends.
Are they still fighting?
We can't find a way to fix it. Frankie's tried, Fliss has tried. If we don't do anything, the sleepover club is history.
What about you? Just like the story of two brothers. One day, their mother gave them some oranges to take to...
The only thing slower than Tai Chi is one of Gran's stories. But I didn't have anything else to do, so I hung in. Sorry, Gran, but I don't get it.
What is this?
An orange?
Now, what is it?
Bits of an orange?
Exactly.
I don't get what an orange has got to do with my friends.
Friends are part of your club. Just like the pieces are part of the orange. Without all the pieces, the orange cannot be whole.
So without Rosie or Linz, the sleepover club is not the sleepover club.
Correct. Just like the brothers in the story, they're so busy fighting, they cannot see the damage they're about to do.
So somehow we need to make them see that without them, there is no sleepover club.
I said you smart girl.
I knew I couldn't tell the story as well as Gran had, so I had to think of another way to get through to them. None of us want the sleepover club to end. But the question is, how do we continue having sleepovers when two of our members aren't friends anymore?
And for a while, it looked like we couldn't.
But then we came up with a system. We've drawn up a spreadsheet to chart which sleepover is at which person's place and who's coming. So if it's at Rosie's, Linz won't come. And if it's at Linz's, Rosie won't come.
And if it's at mine, Linz won't come.
And if it's at mine, Rosie won't come. And each of you will come to every second one at my place.
And that way, we'll keep having sleepovers.
And you two won't have to have anything to do with one another. It's a perfect solution.
No, it isn't. It's awful.
I guess Linz could go to Fliss's instead of Rosie.
That's not what we mean. A sleepover wouldn't be a sleepover if there were only 4 of us.
Or 3 of us, like at Frankie's.
Yeah. The club won't be the same without all 5 of us. I'm sorry. Me too. I've been totally selfish. And I've been really stubborn, but The thing with Michael, I know it was a really mean thing for me to do.
Well, he's an M&M, isn't he?
Yes, but he's also your brother. Can't blame you for that.
That was a brilliant plan. How did you do it?
Something my grand said. Worked pretty well, too. I'm sorry. But I couldn't have done it without Gran. See, there's this old saying. As you get slower across the ground, you get faster between the ears. I got that from football, not the ancestors. But it's true. Gran might not be able to sprint like she used to, but she's lived long and knows a lot. I'll tell you something else. Tai Chi is a lot harder than it looks.
Hanging around is just no fun when you're alone. But no matter what we're going through, together we can find our way home. So come on and sleep over, and everything will be just fine. You and I can wait until the sun. So come on and sleep over, together we can dream in time. And nothing's gonna stop us having fun. So come on and sleep over.
I bet you never picked Kenny as an expert on fashion, right? The most she ever cared about that sort of thing was when David Beckham wore that skirt and everyone went mental. That's before Kenny became the coolest style guru that ever happened at our school.
Bin. Dog poo. Step. Tree.
I hate when that stupid what's hot and what's not thing comes out.
For the 500th time, Kendra, you all know you're not interested in fashion.
Can we please not be in such a hurry to get to school? I promised Miss Barson I'd be 10 minutes early for our magazine crisis meeting.
Are things that bad?
Readership's dipped to alarming levels. We need something totally new to grab everyone's attention.
What is it? Did you just find out that glitter hair clips are in the what's not column?
Are you interested in modeling for a day? Would you like to appear in the pages of our magazine? Then as long as you obtain parental permission, ring this number!
Of course, we all knew Fliss was going to go totally over the top about the modelling thing, but there was no way we were going to let it take over our lives as well.
So they said all I needed was a permission letter from my parents and they'll set up a shoot. Isn't that amazing? I mean, you can't even begin to imagine the incredible career opportunities this could create if I'm spotted by a fashion scout. Not that an education isn't important, though. I mean, I can't just cruise by on looks alone for the rest of my life, can I? You definitely need to enjoy the glamour side of things too, right? You only live once.
Felicity Sidebotham, please cease and desist chattering at once.
Miss Nichols, I am forever in your debt.
Now, if you could turn your attention back to the to the board, you'll see some excellent examples of how China's leader at the time, Mao Zedong, managed to maintain power. By insisting that his followers dressed alike, he made certain that they would have no sense of identity or individuality, so they would be forced to conform to the larger group.
Doesn't that still go on now? I mean, what are school uniforms if not an attempt to make us all conform?
I doubt anyone would be able to make you conform, Francesca.
But where's the sense of personal identity? Look at us. We all look exactly the same. There's no need to have a hissy about it. We're living under a communist regime.
Okay, sit down, please. You draw an interesting comparison, but there are specific reasons why uniform is necessary at school. You're here to learn, not parade up and down like fashion models.
You're right, Miss Nichols. Fashion models should be doing their jobs outside of school hours. But sometimes there needs to be exceptions. Like the modelling job I'm doing. I absolutely have to take time off school in order to complete the shoot.
Once we'd placed a temporary ban on Fliss mentioning the words modelling and career, we were able to get some much-needed peace and quiet.
Just think about it for a sec. Wearing your own clothes to school instead of these dumpy potato sacks.
I always thought this uniform was kind of comfortable.
Yeah, but how are we expressing ourselves? What makes you stand out from, say, the M&M?
I have more than half a brain for starters. We didn't have to wear a uniform at my old school. I thought it was much more fun.
Exactly. I bet heaps of other kids think that way too. I should interview them. Open a debate on uniforms versus no uniforms.
Here we go.
Have you and Miss Barton had an idea for that article yet?
No, but
This would be perfect. I'll make some questionnaires for people. You can take notes and use the information to write an article on the school uniforms. This would be great!
What was in that sandwich? I don't know. Sometimes it's good not to have to think about what you're going to wear in the morning.
Uniforms take away our identity.
Frankie's anti-uniform campaign was gathering steam. She had the whole thing planned, including mass media saturation.
We can do a double-page spread. Page 1 pro-uniforms, page 2 against.
Don't you think this sort of ties in with what Miss Nichols was talking about?
What do you mean?
In communist China, Chairman Mao used to totally manipulate the media to get his point across.
I'm not manipulating you, Rosie. I'm helping you. The least you could do is show a bit of gratitude.
Funny you should say that, Frankie. I just know the gratitude of fashion designers will so overwhelm me. Can't you just imagine it? Designers practically begging me to wear their clothes.
Felicity Sidebotham was a normal, healthy teenager until the day fashion took over her life
And turned her into an international modeling superstar.
Please, Felicity, it can only be you. See?
I'll think about it, Fabrice.
Grazie, mille grazie, mille grazie.
Get off my toe.
Mi scusi, Felicity. Together, we are going to make you a star. London, Paris, New York, Monte Carlo.
as if. Fashion is a health hazard. That'd make a funny article for the magazine.
Great! Fantastic. Do you think you could get that to me by tomorrow?
What, you're asking Kenny to write an article for the paper?
There's no such thing as too many ideas. Is there, Frankie?
What?
Hey, Cranky. Heard you've got a gripe about the uniforms.
Well, aren't you going to ask us what we think?
Now, why would I want to do a stupid thing like that?
Because we're the general public, Wisey. Now, do you want a range of opinions, or are you just going to interview your dumb friends?
Right. Matthew, Michael, and Marco, what are your thoughts on the idea of uniforms versus no uniforms?
Well, naturally, I look good in pretty much anything I wear.
I think casual clothes would be better. It's much more comfortable. These pants chafe.
Fascinating. What do you think, Marco?
Marco's always worn whatever his mum buys him.
Shut up! I just don't think clothes are that important. That's all. They don't really define who you are, do they?
Maybe not. But I do know that the men who understand fashion can certainly impress the ladies, eh, boys? Eh?
We didn't believe it either, but Kenny actually wrote the article.
Rosie.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you!
You haven't even read it yet.
Personally, I come out in a rash, even at the thought of color coordinating an outfit. I feel sorry for you, Kenny. I really do.
Is it too much?
My editor's going to love it.
Well, I can't stand around here chatting. I don't want to be late for my fashion shoot. What's the time?
It's about 5 seconds since you last asked.
Probably worth heading off now to my modelling job. It'll be in the next edition of The Squeeze if anyone wants signed copies or anything. Don't be shy in asking.
Fliss thought she had died and gone to heaven.
Felicity. I'm Maya. I'll be your stylist for the shoot.
Fantastic.
Now, can we have a little bit more product here, please? We want to create the natural look. Accentuate the eyes and more hair. Now, Candice, could you grab Felicity's outfit? It's on the rack.
This is the greatest day of my life.
Excellent. Now we'll leave you to get changed and come back for some touch-ups.
Thanks. Excuse me?
Yes.
That stuff, that's not... I mean, is that what I'm supposed to be wearing?
We're going for street skate.
But it's not really me.
Well, that's the shoot we're after. It's all part of being a model. Now, quick change, please. We're running a tight ship here. And Felicity?
Yes?
No tears, please. Your mascara will run.
Kenny! Miss Barton loved your anti-fashion piece. So I convinced her you should write a regular column. What? It'll be like Dear Donna, except you'll give fashion advice. Isn't that cool? You're the new style guru.
But I thought my article was anti-fashion.
I know, but Miss Barton said it was ironic. She loved the idea when I suggested it.
I don't know, Rosie, it's not really me.
We'll still call you style guru, and I'll be your story editor. It could really turn things around for the magazine. Just take a look at these letters. They've been hanging around the office for a while, okay? Thanks a million.
What just happened?
Felicity, are you decent?
I don't know.
Oh, problem?
A big problem.
Give it 2 minutes, please, folks. We've just got some wardrobe issues.
Look at me. I look like Bob the Builder's cousin.
It's part of the job, Felicity. Even some of the most famous supermodels have to wear clothes they're not comfortable in.
But they always look so gorgeous.
Well, the bottom line is this is the outfit we have to promote. It's business. Why don't you just try having a little bit of fun with it? Yeah? Okay? Now, come on. Chop, chop. Time's money.
While Fliss was picking up the pieces, Kenny was getting into fashion from an entirely different perspective.
Amazing. Dear Guru, I woke up with a big zit this morning. How should I hide it? How should I know? Put a paper bag over your head or something. I like wearing hats, but I hate hat hair. What can I do to prevent it? Why not shave your head? It will eliminate the hassle altogether. I love wearing jewelry. Any tips on the coolest way to wear it? Why not find some leftover cutlery in the drawer and fashion necklaces out of forks and spoons? This world's gone crazy.
Kenny had a great time replying to all the letters for a new column. The following Monday, after the mag was published, it didn't take long before she realized that some people didn't get her sense of humor.
What on earth is going on? Kenny's a style guru. They took me seriously. They actually took me seriously. What is everyone looking at? Hey, it's a big modeling star. So, how was the shoot? Did you get to keep the clothes? It wasn't that big a deal. Why is Despina Dimitakis wearing dessert spoons around her neck? Because Kenny told her to. You write one stupid column and all of a sudden everyone goes nuts. You know, Kenny's right about fashion. People are zombies. Look at all these weirdos walking around wearing knives and forks just because they read it in a magazine. It's ridiculous. Exactly. I don't know why anyone would take notice of those dumb fashion mags anyway. Who cares what they think about clothes? That's right! Throw it all away! Burn this rubbish! Burn it! Rid your life of this crime! It will rot your soul!
Are you feeling all right, Fliss? You haven't hit your head on anything?
I'm perfectly fine, thanks.
As you can see here, Mrs. Poole, a large percentage of students, that's the green part of the pie chart, will prefer a no uniforms or casual clothes policy. Now, if we view the opinions worm over here...
Yes, I'm not so sure I need to see any more. You've made some valid points. And I particularly like the mime piece.
So I've got a case right, I mean...
Francesca, Just because an idea is popular with a majority of students doesn't mean we go with it. Uniforms mean equality between students.
I guess. But
besides, our uniform is based on that of the old Crescent Bay High. They wore it for 70 years. It's tradition. So, although I appreciate your efforts, I'm afraid the uniforms are staying.
Maybe Frankie's efforts to change the world hadn't been successful yet. But Kenny was a whole other story. It seemed like no matter what kind of crazy fashion ideas she came up with, people paid attention. And how. It was insane. Everything the style guru said was cool. Kids wore. Kenny couldn't believe how much power she had. Everyone was following her trends. And I mean everyone.
what are you doing? Just because I'm a guy doesn't mean I'm a total loser when it comes to fashion. Right.
And the style guru says that stripy scarves are the next big thing.
Very nutty professor.
Hi. Hi, look at this. Wow, this looks great. Is the real Fliss back? Or is it still that weird anti-fashion person?
The real Fliss has obviously been taken by aliens and is now living on Jupiter teaching aerobics.
Good. Hopefully there I'll just wear a stupid spacesuit and no one will know who I am. Lift those knees up high. And 2 and 3 and 4. And 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. What are you looking at?
What's really going on, Fliss?
The whole modelling thing was a total disaster. I'm gonna look like such a freak.
What do you mean? We were all totally fascinated by Fliss's inside scoop on the fashion industry. She wasn't the only one feeling like a freak either.
Hey guys! Didn't you read the Style Guru's latest column?
No. Was I supposed to?
Get with the program, Marco. We men who understand fashion impress the ladies. We've got to keep up with the latest trends. Dear Miss Guru. No, what if it's a guy? Dear Guru. I hope you can help. My friends tell me I don't follow the latest trends.
And that no girl will ever look at me until I become more stylish and up to date. This especially concerns me since a girl I sort of fancy thinks a lot about clothes and stuff. I don't care about fashion. Is this a bad thing? Will I stand a chance with her if I'm not totally now? Signed, Clueless.
Wow, poor guy.
I still can't believe you chose this junk over my anti-uniforms piece.
It was a popularity thing. My hands were tied.
What are you going to say to him? This calls for a personal response. I'll just weave a little style guru magic.
Maybe you could weave some magic into the next issue of The Squeeze so it doesn't come out.
I'd bet it's not as bad as you think, Fliss.
Trust me, it's worse.
I reckon you pull it off because you're stylish, full stop. Your personality could shine through any old outfit.
Linz, you're a genius.
Oh, Francesca, don't do that.
I was just about to knock. Anyway, I've got a proposition for you, Mrs. Paul.
Marco, you're so lame.
No.
Nice belt, Marco. Like a total freak.
And that's when Kenny realized, for all her talk about exploiting people through fashion, she'd done just that. Because of her, someone else felt bad about what they were wearing.
He must be.
Clueless.
A bit much, Ken. I didn't mean... I'll go talk to her.
Haven't you caused enough trouble already?
What?
Fashion isn't a joke, Kenny. It's a powerful tool, and this time you've gone too far.
What are you talking about?
Fashion should be used to make people feel good about themselves. Hey, Marco, you look great.
You have got to be kidding. Looks like someone just threw him up.
Like you'd know. Didn't you know those bedazzled belts are the next new thing from Milan? I heard all about them during my modelling job.
What?
Don't know how you got your hands on one, though. They've only just come out in the shops in Italy.
Oh, my uncle got it for me. Overseas.
Naturally, Marco felt like he owed Fliss. So when she asked him if he was interested in getting involved with some cutting-edge fashion, Marco was all ears. But first, Fliss had other business to attend to. She made sure Crescent Bay wouldn't see her modelling clothes she didn't feel good about.
They're here.
So let's go, here we go, moving this way. DJ in the house, ready to play. Tell your people you're leaving today.
Let me see. Actually, I think you look pretty cool.
So if you see anyone littering the quadrangle, be sure to let them know. Now we have a special presentation for you. Francesca Thomas from 7B has put together a little piece she calls the Style Trial.
Thank you, Mrs. Paul. As most of you know, I've been running a campaign to get rid of our uniforms. Mrs. Paul said it's impossible to abolish them completely. So, I've come up with an alternative. A way to let your personality shine through in your school uniform. Go, Rosie. Introducing Felicity Sidebottom. As you can see, Felicity's wearing what we call eduglam. A cheeky nod to the academic world. Next up, Penny Tan. Woo! Yeah! Yeah! Sporty, comfortable, and casual. Just the thing when running late for the bus. Lindsay Collins. Lindsay, of course, modeling the next big look in the outfit. Comfortable, versatile, and oh so creative. Last but not least, Marco DiPieri!
After the whole Marco thing, Kenny felt kind of weird about being the style guru. Lucky for her, Fliss was more than happy to take over the reins. We had to wonder, though, who in their right minds would take her fashion advice? Well, Molly did for one.
See, I call that a positive. It's fashion that makes someone else feel good.
Yeah, me!
Ah, so you agree with me. It was a positive use of fashion.
Can we please not get into this again?
Thanks, Mr. Ann. Thanks, Mr. Ann.
Hey, girls. Nice fashion statement, eh?
Mrs. Paul said she wasn't going to change the uniforms, but she thought she'd make one little concession. Something she called Free Soft Friday. So in the end, fashion was restored to its rightful owner, Fliss. She may have decided that modelling wasn't all it was cracked up to be, but that wasn't going to stop her from devoting her life to looking glamorous. And Kenny made us swear on the SOC rulebook that we were never to tell anyone that she was the original style guru. It hurt, but an SOC secret stays secret. You got that?
Hanging around is just no fun when you're alone. But no matter what we're going through, together we can find our way home. So come on and sleep over, and everything will be just fine. You and I can wait until the sun. So come on and sleep over, together we can dream in time. And nothing's gonna stop us having fun. So come on and sleep
No girl should have to do what Fliss is doing. It's been that kind of day. Weird. It's had everything. Greed, revenge, romance, thrills and spills. And in the end, there can only be one winner. I'm going to tell you everything because I trust you and because I know you won't believe it. It's not like anyone thought it was such a big deal. Some of us were being incredibly cool about it.
Why do I never have anything to wear? I need a new outfit now.
We agreed with Linz. Why get excited? So someone was going to be the 1 millionth person through the gates of Dreamworld on Saturday. Who cares?
You must care. I care.
It would help if you knew how many people had been there up until Saturday.
Yeah, if you knew there'd been 999,990 people there already, you'd get there early, let the first 9 people go through, then bingo!
What do you think happens right at that moment? If you're the 1 millionth person to walk through those gates? Bells ringing? Fireworks?
As long as they hand over the loot.
Thank you, fans. As queen of this world, I will happily accept fame, fortune, and anything else you'd like to give me. Unfortunately, every other kid in Crescent Bay wanted to win too. Especially the really obnoxious ones.
The winner gets 1 year's free park admission. Sweet! And you get to take 8 mates with you every time you go.
Something like this only happens once in your life. One shot at the big time. There has to be an angle.
Angle or no angle, Matthew had forgotten one small detail.
See you at TP, SAT, ESK.
Excellent! What's it mean?
See you at the theme park on Saturday. Ellie, Shelley, and...
Kelly.
Those girls we met at the beach have agreed to meet us there.
Thanks. Michael?
Oh dear, how could I forget? Matthew has to look after Felicity Slidebottom's kid brother on Saturday.
There has to be a way out of this.
Is it true?
You know Callum thinks Matthew's wonderful. Matthew promised to take him to the theme park next time he went, and now he's stuck.
No wonder he looks like he just sucked a lemon.
Don't worry, Matthew. We'll take the girls on the big rides. Well, you're on the baby rides with Callum.
You want me to admit that I'm an idiot? Okay, I'm an idiot.
Do you like my new haircut?
Does it look any different from the other 55 hair clips you have?
Potential celebrities have a motto, Kenny. Be prepared. When I receive the prize, there'll be cameras and I'll be looking superb.
Well, I'm glad that's been sorted out.
If we thought about it, we had one thing in common with our mortal enemies.
I don't care who wins the big prize on Saturday, as long as it's not one of them.
I don't care who the 1 millionth visitor is on Saturday, as long as it's not one of them.
That's right. They'll be there too.
No law against it.
Unfortunately.
I'll take it back. I'm not an idiot. I'm a genius.
This is a tale from the dark side. But before you hear it, know this. Only the strong and brave will survive.
We'll take our chances.
So be it. I call this tale The Spaghetti from Beyond the Grave.
Everyone's going to Dreamworld except me, and it's not fair. Fliss is going and all the girls are gone, and I want to go. Mom! Mom!
Matthew just rang up. He can't take Callum out tomorrow.
Why not?
He's got to work at Marco's Delicatessen, so he's missing out as well. But since you guys are all going, maybe...
Mum, Mrs. Sidebottom, since when does Matthew work at the deli?
Well, I think he said helping, but it sounded like a real emergency, and if the freezers have gone again, Marco's mum and dad are going to need as much help as they can get.
Mom, this isn't fair. I want to go, I want to go, I want to go, I want to go.
Oh, look, Andy and I'd take him, but we've got to have lunch at his parents' house, and I know his mum's going to a lot of trouble.
Okay, I'll take the little rodent. As long as he shuts up right now.
to those tickets. 3 o'clock this afternoon, we'll be announcing which lucky ticket number is our 1 millionth visitor.
Where's the bus? Where's Callum?
You'll love this. I dumped him on the leftovers.
Don't forget to hang on to those tickets. 3 o'clock this afternoon, we'll be announcing which lucky ticket number is our 1 millionth visitor.
Want my own tickets. Not now.
Callum! Someone! Help me! Yeah! Callum!
Those rides are for little kids. Guess what? You're a little kid. I want to go on the death plunge.
Keep it up, little guy, and no ice cream.
Mum gave Bliss $20, so I better get $10 worth of ice cream and hot dogs, or I'll tell on you.
Blackmail is so unattractive, Callum.
Here's my problem. You guys go off and have a good time.
Oh, sure. And we're going to leave you here to babysit?
As if. I better get on the good rides too.
Give me a hard time and you will so...
I'll get the ice creams. We can take it in turns to look after Callum. And then everyone will get a turn on the big rides. You guys figure out a roster.
Oh, there's this one time, there was this wave. Had to be 12 foot high. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Wow.
And I just nailed it. Rode it all the way in.
Cool.
I think I can say that when I saw that we'd been conned by that slime bag Matthew, I stayed calm.
Here? We should have known.
Where's my ice cream?
Zip it, kiddo. Don't you realise your mate Matthew dumped you on us? Where did they get the girls?
Like I care. Should have seen the way they laughed at everything Matthew said. I'd like to make that traitorous weasel admit the truth. Matthew, are you or are you not a liar, a show-off, and a double-crossing babysitter?
I am not.
Guilty! Those girls just don't know any better. It's time they learnt the truth.
Payback time.
Remember, kids, we'll announce the lucky ticket number held by our 1 millionth visitor soon.
This needs more than payback. This needs cold, ruthless revenge.
No mercy. Take no prisoners.
What have you got in mind, Frankie?
Operation Strike Back. Hey, Marco. Wow, everybody's here. Big 1 million day, huh? Hi.
Ellie, this is Frankie. She's...
His girlfriend.
What?
You didn't say you had a girlfriend? He's got one for every day of the week. Hope you like sharing. Little creep.
I heard this ride is really scary.
Yeah, well, I'm not afraid of anything. Oh, great.
I'd like to throw you off a roller coaster after what you did, Fergus.
Fergus?
Yes, Fergus. What did he tell you his name was?
My name is not Fergus.
Hi, Fergus. Is this the dumb chick you're talking about?
Oh!
Find someone else to lie to, Fergus.
No, you.
The countdown is on. The big draw is happening very soon, so have those tickets ready.
She's lying. I don't have bladder problems.
He just won't face it. Have you got your pills with you?
I've been toilet trained since I was 3 years old. I don't need any pills.
Excuse me, I need to,
You are so gonna be sorry you did this. You are toast.
You can dish it out, but you can't take it.
You think that was revenge? You haven't seen revenge yet, but you will.
I'm so nervous. I'm shaking in my shoes.
We'll get even. You better believe it. Find somewhere wet and stick your head in it.
You don't even have the decency to apologize for lying.
Yeah, where's Slide Bottom?
Hiding behind a rock somewhere? Melissa's taking her little brother on the little kids roller coaster.
Which is what you should be doing if you had a shred of decency. Which he doesn't.
Attention, attention, attention. This is it, everyone. The moment you've been waiting for. Our 1 millionth customer is right here in the park,
Who's got the
holding
tickets?
the lucky
Me,
ticket.
I have.
Are you ready? The lucky ticket number is 199.
I don't believe it. I think it's one of us.
Nowhere near. I told you we should have come later.
Hey, don't start blaming me.
I think it is. What was the number?
199.
194, 95, 6, 7, 198? Oh no. Rosie?
One off. One off? I feel sick. One off. We weren't even near, but you got that close to the big one. Now I'm happy.
Come on, guys, let's go have some fun.
They're hurting and they're still stuck with Callum.
Matthew was right. That wasn't the worst thing. The worst thing was that Michael could count.
98. That doesn't make us even, though. They haven't yet begun to pay.
It's only 5 tickets.
5 leftovers, 5 tickets.
6 tickets. 1 for Callum. Which means the 6th ticket has to be either 193 or 199. The winning ticket. Come on, let's go.
Okay, so we didn't win the prize of a lifetime. So what? We came here to have a good time, didn't we?
Rides to ride and slides to slide.
That's more like it.
You know what bugs me? You.
What did I do?
You made up most of the club rules. Like no telling tales.
Rule number 9.
It's a good rule.
Except it means that Matthew will probably get away with it.
Aren't you supposed to be with Liz? What have you done with her?
She made me wait outside while she went shopping again. Callum, I know it was a bit of a shock seeing Matthew here after he said he couldn't come. It made me want to chuck. But you should deal with this yourself, not go running to grown-ups telling tales. Yeah, right. Dream on. As soon as I see Mum, I'm telling. Matthew's going down. Oh dear. Looks like Matthew's not going to get away with it after all.
No one's claimed the prize yet. That's good enough for me. We have to find Callum. And then what? Leave it to me. But Fliss might have his ticket. I've taken the kid bowling, skating, and to the giant truck demolition derby. He always hangs on to his ticket. Yeah, but it's Callum's ticket. We can't just steal it.
Who said anything about stealing?
We're about to become Callum's best friends.
Rosie and Kenny went off to track down Fliss, while Linz and I did our best to entertain our little angel.
I already told you. This is the ride I want to go on. Are you sure? It looks pretty scary. Girls.
No surprise. They found Fliss about to try on every piece of clothing in the store.
Top would look so good on me.
Tough one, Callum.
If you're not tall enough to go on the tower, you'll have to live without it.
You two are as useless as my sister.
What do you want?
To apologise.
What?
We all feel bad about it.
You really think I believe you?
You're a rat. And when my mum tells your mum, you're going to be a dead rat.
I know I let you down, Callum. And I want to make it up to you. We'll look after Callum from here on in.
So Fliss's mum won't think you're a total liar.
I don't care about that. We just want to square things with Callum.
But if you want to spend the rest of the day looking after him...
The foot-long chili dogs are on me, champ.
Maybe Callum's not interested in your bribery.
Do we know these people?
Did everyone hear? The lucky ticket number is 199.
They wouldn't even take me on the death plunge.
Typical. Everybody got their tickets?
Got your ticket, Callum?
Why?
They've got guys. Check it, in case someone snuck in without paying.
Got yours?
I have one.
Has one of the girls got it?
Would have lost it.
Where?
What are you yelling at me for?
It's okay, Callum. Just
Tell us where you lost your ticket.
Can't think on an empty stomach.
You've already got a chili dog.
I could have lost my ticket near the burger stand. Ah.
Let's go and find it, shall we?
With the M&Ms apologising and Callum off our hands, it was time to have fun.
Apologised? Excuse me?
No. First time ever.
They're up to something.
But what?
They've got Callum. But who in the right mind would want Callum?
Attention! Our lucky 1 millionth visitor has not claimed the prize. Please check your tickets. The winning ticket number is 199.
Can you believe that? Some nitwit doesn't even know they won.
That number again, 199.
Ticket. Not now. I want my own ticket.
Take one, you rodent.
Callum!
What about him?
I gave him his own ticket. But we checked the tickets. Not Callum's. He was on the roller coaster with Fliss. Those crooks!
If the M&Ms get away with this, they will never let us forget it. It wasn't just revenge. We were thinking of poor little Callum in the clutches of the evil and ruthless M&Ms.
Oh, come on. Are you sure you could have lost it in there?
I'll put my ice cream wrapper in there. Callum's lost his ticket. Typical.
You found anything?
Can't find it. If we say we want Callum, they'll know we know. I have a plan.
We needed to track down the girls we'd scared away from the M&Ms.
Penny, with me.
It was a shame they seemed to look like everyone else at the park that day. We were about to give up when...
So, what's in it for us?
Whoever's got that ticket gets free admission for a whole year.
And they get to take 8 friends with them.
There's 5 of us and 3 of you.
Everybody wins. Except the boys.
Deal. Meanwhile, the M&Ms still had Callum, and the boys had everything under control.
No more. I can't take it.
He can't remember where he lost the ticket. Give up, Matthew.
Maybe I lost it in the...
I don't care what he says next. I'm not sticking my head in another garbage bin.
Hi.
Hi. That stuff before, those girls set us up.
We go to school with them. They're monsters.
We figured it was something like that. Want to go on the death plunge?
Absolutely.
We don't know the meaning of the word fear.
Yeah, let's go.
He can't go. He's too short.
But we're stuck with him.
We?
Why can't we?
Shut up. Think you're smart, don't you?
Is there a problem?
You knew there were rides Callum couldn't go on.
Your mates dumped you, did they? Look, you offered to take care of Callum, Matthew. If it's a problem, he can stay with me.
Hi.
He's all yours.
The M&Ms have been looking for your ticket, haven't they?
Yeah. Callum, can you think of anywhere they haven't looked?
I remember stuff better when I'm not hungry.
Try again, kid. We saw you conning the M&Ms.
You've had so much junk food, it's a wonder you don't burst. Maybe I don't remember anything.
Callum,
I'm your big sister. I know you better than anyone. You remember things really well when you're avoiding great pain.
Suddenly, it all comes back to me. Nobody looked in my pocket.
$199. The winning ticket! You're brilliant. You sucked the M&Ms right in.
I didn't lie. I said I could have lost the ticket, and I could have, but I didn't.
So, I was thinking maybe we can get together next weekend. See a movie or something?
I don't think so.
We're busy. Get lost. Attention, attention. We have a winner. Our lucky 1 millionth visitor has turned up to collect his prize.
Someone's found Callum's ticket.
So come on over to the central arena and give him a cheer.
The winner! Oh, a big hand now for the winner!
It was the perfect day. The M&Ms had been thrashed, which serves them right, and proves that evil will always be defeated.
I can invite anyone I like, right?
Don't be a pain, Callum. You wouldn't have won at all if we hadn't stopped the M&Ms from ripping you off.
I think I'll only invite people who are really nice to me. Really, really nice.
Little brother treats big sister like a slave, and big sister's friends as well. It's enough to make your blood run cold. You can say, where's your self-respect? But Callum's got a year's free theme park admission. Plus is paying a really big price for a free ticket. Don't let this get round. We're not proud of it,